Welcome back. Welcome to Keeping Up with the Beasley. We are doing Vlogtober because it is the month of breast cancer awareness and also the greatest month for the greatest person alive that was born. And because of this, we're doing daily vlogs this month to recognize not only the fight for breast cancer awareness, but because we want to honor me. And there I am. Hey, y'all. Hey. So we made a trip down to Concord this weekend. Brooklyn and I was a mommy and me moment. Here is our room tour. We are at the Hilton Garden Inn. Oh, look at that stomach. Oh, yes, the bloat is real. But I'm doing a little brief room tour just to show you how nice everything is with where we stayed at. We stayed in what is called their Junior King Suite. It gave Brooke her own living area with a TV and a pullout. I also had my king. The room was really, really clean, but I still pulled out my can of Lysol and we disinfected. We don't play those games. We don't want no problems. But it was a really, really great room. They've done some remodeling since we have been here last. We used to come quite a bit during the panorama. We used to go to different places. Ugh, that belly again. Oh. We used to do quite a few local and state staycations with the kids. But they have remodeled and they have done a great job. I like a nice hotel. I like a nice, clean, cost-effective place. But here I am the next day. We're getting ready to head to the surprise I mentioned to you all about last week in our earlier vlogs and how I was excited. And what we were getting ready to do was head to Drive for the Cure. My company is one of the sponsors for Drive for the Cure here in North Carolina. And what they had was a opportunity for anyone who was a survivor or someone who might even be dealing with breast cancer at the moment to tell their story. And once you told your story, they selected you to be the sponsor or the spokesperson for the company at the event. And you were also able to have a car designed based on things that were centered around you. This was a big step for me because, as you all have, well, if you didn't know, but I did not tell a lot of people it wasn't on my thing to do. And so I said I was going to put myself out there and actually apply. I did not get selected, and that's okay. I'm not mad about it. One of my coworkers, a young lady from my team, was chosen to be the spokesperson for our company, and I think she's an excellent choice. I didn't get chosen for that, but I was chosen to be a grand marshal, myself and two other young ladies, and because of that, coming towards the end of the video, you'll see some of the benefits for us with being the grand marshals. The event was so very nice. You'll see me here filling my mouth. Once we came in and we got set up, they had great parking for us. We parked like right outside of this building, which was the Champions or the Pavilion of Champions. It was really, really nice. Brooke here is on her way to a garage tour, and there's Alex. Hey, Alex, I love your car. And Brooke is asking her, hey, do you get to keep the car here? She was like, no, I wish. Me too, Alex, because I would ask you to come pick me up. But the garage tour is where the cars would normally be getting serviced or having anything done to them. But of course, there are no cars in the garage because they were out doing their qualifying laps to see if they would qualify to actually do the true race. So this young lady here is giving a great deal of information about the garages and what they're doing currently with the cars and saying why they're not in the actual garage. And she also mentioned some other things that were great tidbits if you're into driving and racing, and maybe I might put a snippet of it as a short so that you guys can actually hear what she says. It's quite a bit, and I did cut it down, and it's still quite a bit on here, but to kind of get back into it. So it was just Brooke and I that were able to go because the company gave the survivor a +1, just one +1, that was able to go into the actual pavilion where we were and have the food and complimentary t-shirt and things of that nature. So Marquis actually stayed home with the two littles. And at first I was kind of like, oh, you know what, this pavilion is inside. I believe that Aurora and Cam would have been okay. But once those cars started going around that track, no, it wasn't a place for them anyhow. And the company gives you, even if you're not a survivor or if you don't want to be recognized as a survivor, they give each person 4 free tickets to actually come to the speedway with your family, which is awesome too. So they still could have come, they just wouldn't have been able to be in the pavilion where we were, which would have been even worse. So as you can see here, it is all of the survivors that registered to be recognized. They had them grab an index card with their names on it, and it put them in order based on how they were going to be presented later on in the festivities that you'll see. Here we are waiting just to be driven onto the track so that we can get to the stage where they actually do the presentation. From what I hear from the people that attended in previous years, they said normally you have to walk, and this year was something new. They decided to do the golf carts, and so that was a blessing. That was a blessing. And there's Alex and I again, just waiting to be driven out. All of this was new for me. I've always wanted to do the paint the wall, but Charlotte is always a good, it's not a far distance. It's only a 2-hour drive from us. But when you have life, and 2 hours is a long way when you're trying to figure out babysitters and how to make moves. But I'm glad that we made the proper arrangements so that Brooklyn and I, or someone and I, could have attended. I am grateful. I am appreciative, and it's bad that it was because of such an unfortunate circumstance, but it was a truly wonderful experience. I'm going to kind of slow up here because I want you guys to hear what is being said after these clips. So I do want you guys to, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe bell. Make sure that your notifications are turned on. Share and watch and engage. I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Give it up for Monday! I told you he was fast and he likes to dance. He's having a good time. Hey, look, Nut. Welcome. Also joining us today is the Director of Community Engagement at Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Give it up for Cheryl Parquet. Thanks for joining us, Cheryl. Good to see you. She'll wave the green flag to get today's race underway. Please welcome Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina, business analyst and 6-year breast cancer survivor, Alexandria Shelton Bravo. There we go. Thanks for joining us today. Serving as our grand marshals for today's Xfinity Series race are Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina employees. Michelle Adams, 7-year breast cancer survivor. Jackie Baker, 2-year breast cancer survivor. And Candace Beasley, 4-month breast cancer survivor. Give it up for these ladies. She's having a good time. Yes, ma'am. Walk this cow. Yes. You should be celebrating. I love it. All right, guys. something besides me, I'm wonderful right now.
I know that's right.
Shoot. My mother used to drive me till I sweat.
Woo!
Yes.
Y'all see us cutting that corner?
Yes.